Okay, I've got a story for you.
Go ahead.
So, are you familiar with Chris Jericho?
No.
No idea who Chris Jericho is?
I literally had no clue. Never heard that name before.
Chris Jericho is a very famous wrestler. Very good. Probably one of the best wrestlers to ever live. And he's done some amazing wrestling, right? I mean, unironically, he's one of the best wrestlers to ever touch the mat. Some people legitimately think he's the best of all time. I'm not one of them, but people do legitimately think that. Amazing wrestler. He even still has it to some degree. Still wrestling in AEW. So Chris Jericho is also a massive, massive, massive Trump supporter, right? He loves Donald Trump. During election night, he was like, "It's kind of weird. It's taking so much time for these mail-in ballots to get in the whole shebang." There's Chris Jericho right there, right? The whole shebang. And his wife was actually a protester on January 6th.
Ooh.
So he has been very outspoken about his politics. It has gotten him in fights with other wrestlers, actually. It has gotten him in a lot of public trouble. He actually was one of the bands. He has a band called Fozzy. He was at Sturgis, where there's a huge COVID outbreak when COVID was tearing through the country. So he got a lot of heat for that as well. So he recently hosted a podcast which is Talk is Jericho. That's his podcast with Jesse Ventura, who is also a famous wrestler, but also was a governor.
And yeah, I know Jesse Ventura. Yeah, he has some good takes.
He has some good takes, and he's more of a conspiracy head than I am.
Yeah.
Way more of a conspiracy head than I am. As everybody knows, I disbelieve every conspiracy theory. Epstein did kill himself, okay? That's my belief. Anyway, Jesse Ventura is talking about January 6th, and he gives an opinion about January 6th and what he thinks of the January 6th protesters. And he goes down on the January 6th protesters. Just listen to Chris Jericho. Remember, Chris Jericho, he was one of those type of people, flirting with this election might be a little rigged, kind of weird. And his wife was like, revolution on January 6th. He's given tons of money to the Trump campaign. So keep that in mind when you listen to how Chris Jericho reacts to Jesse Ventura's base take. Listen to this.
Right now, Chris, do you know why I hate the Republican Party right now? And I'll say it blatantly on the air with you, why I hate them.
Why?
Because I took an oath to defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And on January 6th, the Republicans attacked my Capitol against the Constitution, and I saw a Confederate flag get carried through my Capitol with their blessing, and no one, and I mean no one, to this day from the Republican Party has apologized for it. All I want's an apology. I want the Republican Party to tell Governor Jesse Ventura they are apologizing and are sorry that a Confederate flag got carried through his national capital.
Right.
I don't think that's too much to ask, but I don't think it'll ever be done, Chris. I'd hate to admit something, but I'll try to word this as best I can. If I would have been security that day, the dude with the flag, I often wonder if he'd be breathing today.
Mm-hmm.
Get my message?
Yeah, sure, of course.
It takes a lot of ingredients to fix or build a car.
And then he cuts it to commercial. He cuts it to commercial, Chris Jericho. Oh my God. Okay.
I thought he would push back.
No,
what a softie.
You can listen to him. He sounds broken. Do you hear how he's reacting to it? Yeah.
I mean, listen, Jesse Ventura is a pretty scary guy.
He's a scary guy. He's a legend in the business. People respect him immensely. And he also was a governor, man. He has real political clout behind him. He has a legacy. And he's talking to Chris Jericho, and he's basically saying yo, those rioters, man, I'd cap them. If I was there, I'd cap them. I'd take them out. Okay.
And his wife was there.
And his wife was a protester. Yes, his wife was one. She wasn't. As far as I know, she wasn't involved
might
in
have
the
just been
violence.
outside.
She didn't storm the Capitol, but she was a protester, yes. Which means that Chris Jericho, and you can feel it. You can listen to how he's reacting to it. Like you can tell that his skin is crawling as he's listening to Jesse, kind of like just be like, "Those mother, they get my capital, my capital." It's brilliant.
That was brilliant.
Oh, this is great.
I told you he has base takes sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he can really have a base take. Yeah.
Yo, you know who else? You know who else was at January 6th? I feel like a lot of people don't know this, but when I say it right now, y'all gonna be shook.
Go.
I recently watched Bob's Burgers, the movie. You watch Bob's Burgers ever?
I'm familiar with it, yeah, but I haven't seen the movie.
So I'm sure in chat lots of people watch Bob's Burgers. In Bob's Burgers, across the street from Bob's Burgers is Jimmy Pesto's. It's like an Italian restaurant across the street that always competes with him. The owner of Jimmy Pesto's,
The voice actor,
the guy who does the voiceover, he went to January 6th. He got arrested, and I'm pretty sure he lost his job.
You know what's crazy about that is Sam from from the Majority Report, Sam, right?
Yeah.
He voices another character on that show.
Oh, say word.
He voices an
Really does it?
inspector. Yeah. Which
Oh,
means
say
that
word.
once again, left is best. Left took another W. Left now dominates Bob's Burgers.
I was thinking it would be such a funny storyline if Bob's
Sam
Burgers,
Cedar
Jimmy
does
Pesto-
Hugo. Yeah. Sorry, Chad.
I thought it'd be so funny if in Bob's Burgers, Jimmy Pesto goes to an insurrection and then gets arrested.
They should arrest him in the
That'd be
show.
such
That'd
a
be
good
hilarious.
storyline. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, somebody brings this up, and I always want to give Jesse Ventura props for this. Jesse Ventura wanted to unionize the WWF, and he had like one of the best opportunities in the world to actually unionize wrestling, which would have been massive, something I'm extremely supportive of. And Hulk Hogan ratted him out to management, ran him out to Vince, and then he got him fired.
Scum.
Yeah.
Scum. There
Hulk
you go.
Hogan always cared mostly about like propping himself up. I'm not saying like Hulk Hogan.
he was the
didn't do
biggest
anything
name,
for
right?
wrestling, but like his main goal was to always keep himself at the top of the mountain. I remember
What's
once.
his tagline?
You mean Hulkamania?
Yeah, I don't know. Didn't he have a tagline of something?
Brother?
Shit.
Say brother. Brother.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I remember like once people described the Undertaker this way: that on one hill in wrestling, there's the Undertaker, and he's putting down ropes. He's putting in one mountain. He's on this mountain in wrestling. He's putting down ropes. He's putting down ladders. He's helping people up. He's like, come up here. We can all make some money together. The water's fine. And on the other mountain is Hulk Hogan and all the other guys throwing down boulders. Get the fuck off my mountain, right? You're not taking my position. You're not taking my top.
Pulling
spot
up the ladder.
Exactly.
Pulling up the ladder.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Listen, I know you got to go. It's fucking really nice doing the podcast again. I hope you guys in chat enjoyed it. I hope anybody watching on YouTube later enjoyed it. Let us know what the favorite time was. And what did you think? You want to do it again soon?
Yeah, sure, but we got to do it official. We got to like make a channel for it. We got to do the whole thing.
I know, bro. I'm sorry. I know.